Hello, Professor Sweeting and speech class. So this is my audience for today. I have my mother and then I have my sister as well. My speech is going to be about postmodern feminism.
She ain't even know it. Put Molly all in her champagne. She ain't even know it. I took her home and I enjoyed that. She ain't even know it.
So in modern day, literature is not just limited to words on a book or a journal article. It's expanded to, like what you just heard, song lyrics, the media. These all play a very important role in impacting our society. So song lyrics that are extremely misogynistic like this play a big role in the way that gender is constructed into society. And this is essentially one of the main theories of postmodern feminism. Essentially, postmodern feminism addresses these gender constructs and these categories that women are put into. So three main theories influence postmodern feminism. So the first being that a woman should not have any limits that men don't have, and also there's a social stratification that women are limited by. Also, women should not be limited by societal gender roles that are also constructed. Now, you might be asking yourself, why am I qualified to give this speech? Well, I identify as a feminist and I am a leader in a girls' youth group. And basically, this youth group empowers young girls to be more motivated, to have more leadership skills, and just to have that confidence and know that they can achieve anything that they aspire to. And this is one of the things that really makes me identify with postmodern feminism, because we shouldn't have to have a group for that. They should already have these ideas instilled in them and these gender constructs that limit their confidence, limit their motivation, and make them think that, you know what, maybe I'm not worth something bigger or as big as I can dream. Should not be something that exists in society. Yourself, okay, that's great information, but why should I care? Well, you should care because we should be working towards getting rid of all forms of oppression, and this is something that has been going on for too many years and affects too many people, not only women, but it affects men as well, because it's affecting society as a whole. So this is something that needs to be eradicated once and for all. And if we cause awareness and education to these things that maybe we might not think are a big deal, okay, sure, language, literature, the way that something is depicted, it does make a difference in society. And if we can change just a little bit of it to begin with, that would make a huge difference. Judith Butler is a noted gender theorist, and she is coined with founding postmodern feminism and a lot of the theories in postmodern feminism, especially the main theory that language is where gender constructs are depicted, and it's through language and literature. Now, Kristiva is a psychoanalyst for postmodern feminism, and she essentially argued that feminine should not necessarily be associated with female biology or the female sex, and the same thing with masculine. It shouldn't be specifically for the male gender. Okay, so on the theory of women not being limited by gender constructs, I just have a few quotes that I would like to read out loud, and these are actual things that a person of power has said, and at the end I'll tell you who actually said these things. Now the first quote is, "Women have one of the greatest acts of all time. The smart ones act very feminine and needy, but inside they are real killers." So this is just really very demeaning to a woman's intelligence. If she's smart, then, oh, here are a lot of bad things about her. Now another quote is, "I like kids. I mean, I won't do anything to take care of them. I'll supply funds and she'll take care of the kids. It's not like I'm going to be walking the kids down Central Park." Now this is a gender construct that okay, women are mothers, but that doesn't mean that they are the sole caregiver for a child. That doesn't mean that that's part of their gender role, that's their gender construct to be built around taking care of a child, and the father is completely occluded from that. And these gender constructs really limit both the male and the female, because if a male wants to be a stay-at-home dad, then they're looked down upon. Now, another quote is, there was a great softness to Ivana, and she still has that softness, but during this period of time, she became an executive, not a wife. You know, I don't want to sound too much like a chauvinist, but when I come home and dinner's not ready, I'll go through the roof, okay? So this is another gender construct or a gender role, and it just shows that, okay, women have to be the homemaker as well, and this implies that the man works and the woman just stays home and just caters to the man. And this is also very limiting for both genders. Now, this last slide is pertaining to the theory of social stratification that women tend to face, and this advertisement is just extremely bizarre to me. It essentially is showing that women are commodities to be bought, and it's showing that, you know, they're living you know, trapped in a world, and then the only way that they can get more opportunities, or the only way that they can get out of this glass that they're living in, is by a man, or being enabled by a man. Conclusion, there are three main theories that affect postmodern feminism. The first being that women should not have limitations that men do not have. There should not be gender roles or constructs that women are just categorized into, and the social stratification that limits women should just be gone. And that actually is rooted in objectification, as you saw in the advertisement. Now, it is only once society as a whole is educated on this and is aware of this and works to change this, that society can become better, not only for women, but for men as well.